Hi 5D Voyagers, welcome to the season of the witch. This is a love letters from your beloved and what is in their heart at this time and what is it that they want to share with you. I'm going to be pulling first from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck and looking at their energy at this time. All right, we have the Three of Wands. So this is kind of looking outward, expansion, journey, gazing off in the distance. And this person, though, the ships are going out in front of it. So different types of ships moving in front of it. So things getting cast out. What I'm getting here is they're not sure of which of those ships will hit shore. So the energy that they're in right now is that, maybe there's some travel, maybe there's a little bit of instability in their life at this time, and they're not sure exactly where they're going to be. So it's hard. What I'm getting is it's hard for them to offer that to you because they aren't sure within themselves of what it is and where it is that they will be. But this is a knowledge that it's not necessarily to do with you, even though everything is created in our inner world for us and get expressed out. There is an element of not necessarily taking this personally. It's just that, different kind of things are in motion for them at this time. And I'm getting like this gazing out at different possibilities, making different choices, and looking in different directions. They have a lot of different opportunities and paths available to them. Sometimes we are blessed with the misfortune of having too much good fortune or too many good things or too many good options that it's hard to make a decision. And this isn't a decision between you and another person per se, but it's a decision between certain different life paths that they're moving through. I want to get a look at your energy during this time. And this is the Ten of Pentacles. It's a beautiful energy. And this is all about, right here, this figure right here we have is Odysseus. And the dogs recognizing him as he comes home. So this is an element of like homecoming, of family, of fruition, of things reaching their maturation, of finally arriving home after a long journey. As we know, Odysseus was away for 10 years. And so maybe it feels like right now you're just kind of seeing the completion of a lot of cycles. You've been on this journey, you've been through the things that you've needed to do, and you're ready for this homecoming. You're ready to welcome this in. You want to kind of move into the next stage of life. You're letting go of the previous stage of life for yourself. So that's what I'm getting at this time is your energy is that you're looking for that next step, that next opportunity. You've been on that journey of yourself and self-exploration, and now you're in an expanded state and you want to share that with somebody else. All right, let's take a look at some of the combined energies. Ooh, okay. It's the Ten of Wands. So the combined energy between you and your person right now is one of, I'm feeling struggle. And it's a struggle when we struggle against the nature of things. Instead of just simply surrendering to what is and allowing what is, detaching from what is, accepting the current reality exactly as it is, accepting them exactly as they are, instead of kind of trying to micromanage and change. Can you practice, maybe just for this time, radical acceptance of yourself, radical acceptance of your current reality, radical acceptance of them and the way that they are? The more you focus on the things that you don't like about the situation, what we focus on expands. And acceptance moves us from a state of like clinging and needing into a higher vibrational level of consciousness, or a state. A state is a combination of your beliefs and your feelings. So when you can move into a state of acceptance, things can allow to flow, and dropping the burden, dropping the need to fix, dropping the need to try. Your mind might be constantly racing with how to fix this, how to make this work. And your conscious mind doesn't necessarily have the answer at this time. So can you just surrender to your higher self and say, I don't know. I accept that I don't know how to solve this. And I'll allow my higher self to figure out the how for me. and accepting that you might be very attached to this person. And of course, we're human, it's designed to be attached, but when that level of attachment shifts into a place of neediness towards something, then it drops us down into this lower state of neediness, dissatisfaction from what it is that we want. So that combined energy right now is that kind of burden or struggling against the nature of things. And when we struggle against the nature of things, we'll never get there. We need to flow with the way things are, knowing that change is the constant, still holding our vision of what it is that we want to call in, but allowing it to flow. I'm going to take a look at what it is that they want to say to you right now. Okay, beautiful. Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody who's working at their craft. They're building up the finances, the money, those kind of things. So what I'm getting right now is I'm working at it. Allow me some patience. I'm building this by hand. I'm building things by hand. I'm maybe laying down the foundation. I'm getting some of the logistic things in order right now, and I'm really working at it. I'm being diligent. So a lot of times we look to the external world to see the changes, but a lot of times they're happening below the surface, and we don't understand how things are now might actually bring us closest to what we desire. Your current reality is the reality where the things that you desire will manifest. So going back to that acceptance and stop struggling against how it is. Accept it. Take a few moments to say, I'm attached. I'm accept that I'm looking for an outcome like here. And start to detach from the things that you need the most. How do you detach from it? I love it, I don't need it. This is a preference in my reality. It would enhance my life, but I'll be happy regardless. I intend to detach. And they can energetically feel that coming towards you. So what they want to say is, I'm working on it. Give me some time. I'm working on it. All right. And how do they perceive you? Okay. More Wands energy. And it's the Seven of Wands. They're quite defenseless against you. In reality, they're quite defenseless against you, and they find you very irresistible. So this is like, can't resist it. They're defenseless against you. This is kind of what I'm getting here. And even though you may feel like they're defending or pushing you away at sometimes we do that with things that are very pure for us because we don't feel good enough to receive that. But in their heart, they want to know that it's impossible for them to resist you. They can't defend off your love. They can't keep their heart totally protected, and it's hard. Their only recourse is to eventually surrender, because they'll never be able to fight off that onslaught of feelings that they have towards you. They're defenseless against their feelings for you, and they're eventually going to yield to it as well. But they just want your patience, your understanding, and energetically for you to start to kind of detach, to allow a little bit more flow into this connection, to accept them exactly as they are, to accept things exactly as they are here and now. Acceptance brings a lot of relief and a lot of peace for us. Taking a look at the future energies here. Oh, beautiful. The Queen of Wands. So really this person looks at you as quite magical. And this cat down here, cats walk between the planes for us. So they're able to walk between the spiritual and physical planes, which when you become a conscious creator and manifestor, you're always hovering in between those two planes. The sunflower image here, abundance, and lion-hearted strength. So the Queen of Wands, this is somebody whose future energy is like you are gonna be in your power. Things are gonna come to you. The queen doesn't go out and chase, she sits and receives. So you're on your throne, you're leaning back, receiving all this stuff. Things are gonna come in, it's abundance. That sunflower is an indication of that abundance coming in, the joy of everything coming in. She's passionate. It's gonna also like indicate like just allowing yourself to be in your energy and to trust and know that it will come to you and to receive it and continue to work on yourself, and that abundance is coming in. But they see you as quite, special, magical, empowered. You're the queen. They're defenseless against you, but just allow them that space to figure out some of the more 3D practical applications of things. I'm going to be pulling from the Whispers of Love Oracle. Beautiful. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye, so perhaps you feel like they haven't verbally expressed how they're feeling towards you, or things look a certain way, and we are the ones who are always assigning the meaning to things. So you can go and assign a meaning where you're rejected or they don't like you, or you can say, what else might this mean? And look a little bit deeper, and maybe it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with them rejecting you, but there's more going on than meets the eye. And so there's this angel watching over this sleeping child here. So I'm getting a message that during this time, like, you've been helping them to heal their inner child and it's still progressing, it's still moving, and in their heart, they want you to know how much they love you. They can't resist you. You're special. You're magnetic towards them. But the heart of the matter is to tune into your heart and really feel and connect with your heart to their heart, knowing that we're always connected despite time, space, and distance. And you will be able to feel energetically how they truly feel about you when you tap into your heart, instead of using your logical brain to look at like the different things going on and getting all in your thinking hat and thinking hat and thinking hat and this and this and this. You can't feel it. When you sit, you already have it inside your heart. That love, everything is already inside your heart. If you can hold it in your heart, you can hold it in your hand. And really, this person externally is helping to create a sensation for you. A sensation that's inside of you, the sensation of feeling loved, but you actually don't need that. You don't need them to create that sensation, because all sensations are always created inside of us, and it's all just sensation, and all there ever was sensation. So if you can hold it in your heart, you can hold it in your hand. If you can hold that sensation in your heart of how they make you feel, then you don't necessarily need them. You want them, you prefer them. They would enhance your life, but you don't need them. All right, I'm going to be pulling from the Lover's Oracle. It's a beautiful deck. Ooh, this card just came out. Beautiful. And she's holding over her heart right next to this tree. She says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. And as we know, our inner world always comes first. So anytime those unwanted thoughts come up, how can you start to shift them, dissolve them, accept the feeling, accept the fear, don't accept it as a fact, and moving through it. This providing space for that flow of energy into the connection as well. So when those unwanted thoughts come up, just imagine them slowly dissolving, like your heart opening up to the sunshine, to the warmth. Even if it's raining, that rain cleansing your heart. It's so beautiful. And then finally, from the Romance Angel deck, here we are. Beautiful. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So, there's obviously a couple here on a honeymoon, but disconnecting from the world. How can you retreat inside of yourself, outside of the noise of other people's opinions, thoughts, ways, perspectives on how relationships should work? Because just like everyone is completely unique, our personalities are completely unique, every relationship is unique, and when we hold that attachment to how things should look or how should be going or should be this certain way, that creates a lot of shame within the connection. It creates a possibility of a lot of disappointment. And when we can just allow things to be as they are, retreating from the world, taking time to disconnect, then we can actually feel into our heart space a little bit more. I am feeling like I want to get another card for guidance as well, and this is from the Animal Spirits deck. This was my very first deck. Oh, beautiful. And it's dolphin. And dolphin energy is just playful, highly intelligent creatures moving in pods, swimming. But when you use the sounds of dolphin to help people move out of this depression state. So that might be an indication for you. But what they want to say is when we can play, when we can connect and not have so much attachment to how things should be looking, then you can be in flow with that person as well. And that's where the true freedom comes. When we focus on getting and getting and getting and getting, sometimes we are missing and missing and missing what is in our connections, and constantly focusing on what isn't happening as well. So that dolphin energy coming in through you for you right now. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you would like to support Free Tarot, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm available for private readings, conscious creation coaching, and other various things as well. I love you, I value, I accept you. We are limitless. As I speak it, I create it. So mote it be, sealed with a kiss.